The Johnstown School District wants to raise the total tax levy by 3.5%. You may be thinking, why does the district need to do this? What is a total tax levy anyway? What does that mean for my tax bill? Why 3.5%? Why does the district need to do this? We have more expenses to cover than we have income to support them. In fact, we have about $2.6 million more in anticipated costs than we expect in income. We are working to reduce expenses. At the same time, we have to consider raising revenue through taxes to bring our budget back into balance. What has the district done to reduce expenses? We eliminated 7 instructional positions last year, reduced support staff through attrition, shifted staff to lower-cost health insurance, utilized shared services through BOCES, and implemented energy conservation measures district-wide. The majority of expenses go directly to instruction and related programming. Comparatively, Johnstown spends less per pupil than other local districts. Compared to 2 neighboring districts of similar size and demographics, Johnstown's expenditures are less, and all 3 districts are well below the state average expenditure per pupil. What is the local tax levy? The local tax levy is the total amount of money collected from taxes. In Johnstown, our total tax levy is about $8 million. The total $8 million tax levy is split up among all of the taxpayers in the school district. Johnstown relies more heavily on state and federal aid and less on taxpayer support than other area districts. What does this mean for my tax bill? Your tax increase will depend upon where you live in the assessed value of your home. If you live in the city of Johnstown and your home is worth $100,000, you would pay about $51 more in school taxes next year. Why 3.5%? We need balance, and that takes time. Like many other districts, we need to eliminate the gap between budgeted expenses and our revenue. However, we can't do this only by reducing expenses or only by raising taxes, and we can't do it in just 1 year. To address the gap using expense reduction only in a single year, approximately 30 teaching positions would have to be cut. A 1% tax levy increase generates about $80,000 in revenue. To address the gap using tax increase only in a single year, it would take a 32.5% tax levy increase. Isn't there a 2% tax cap? The 2% figure is one part of an 8-step formula put in place by New York State to calculate the individual tax levy limit. Using the formula, the tax levy limit for Johnstown next year is 6.2%. The proposed budget calls for a 3.5% increase. With continued conservative approaches to limit spending and reducing costs where feasible, along with a moderate, sustainable tax levy increase while maximizing state and federal funds to their greatest extent, we can attempt to bring our budget back into balance and continue the proud tradition and long history of quality educational and extracurricular activities that benefit our students and our community.
Created using Powtoon.